Imagine, one of the world's biggest stars, Kim Taehyung, better known as V from BTS, suddenly saying this. I almost left the music world. The internet went absolutely wild. Army everywhere was shook. Have you ever felt like the whole world is cheering you on, yet your heart feels empty? That's exactly how V felt last year. In this video, we're going to break down why he reached a point of almost giving up. Kim Taehyung, or V, is one of BTS's most captivating members. With his distinctive baritone, iconic visuals, and limitless charisma, he's conquered global stages. But who would have guessed? Behind the spotlight's glow, he was weathering an emotional storm. Last year, I almost walked away from music. That line slipped out softly, even a bit huskily. The interviewer was stunned, and so were we, the ARMY. As an idol, Taehyung is expected to be flawless. Every move, every smile, even every glance. A single bit of criticism can feel like a time bomb for someone's mental health. Every move I make is watched. Even my facial expressions become gossip fodder. There was a moment in the recording studio that terrified him. He stood in front of the mic and felt absolutely nothing. The music that once saved him had become a burden. As soon as his confession went viral, the hashtags #WeLoveYouV and #MentalHealthWithV exploded. Army flooded social media with messages like, V, you're not alone. Thank you for being so honest. Many fans shared their own stories of burnout and lost motivation, as if V was speaking for millions of fragile hearts. Have you ever felt the same way? Share your story in the comments below. At his lowest point, V wasn't alone. RM was his go-to for venting. Jimin checked in via video call, and Jin even sent messages while in the military. They are more than just bandmates. They are family. They knew something was wrong before I realized it myself. Layover isn't just another solo album. V calls it a healing project. Each song is like a page from his diary. He started from scratch, listening to the tracks that first made him fall in love with music, writing without pressure, letting his emotions flow. I learned it's okay to stop for a moment. You don't have to be perfect to be loved. V's message became medicine for many who fear being seen as weak when they open up about their mental health struggles. After V's story went global, international media began spotlighting mental health in K-pop. Several major agencies even launched counseling programs for their artists, all thanks to V's courage in sparking this vital conversation. So, even though V once stood on the brink of giving up, he rose stronger, not for anyone else's expectations, but for himself. He returned to the root of his passion, music as a friend, not a burden. Now it's your turn. What's the biggest lesson you've learned from V's BTS confession? Comment below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell so you never miss another inspiring K-pop story. We all have our own battles, and none of us have to face them alone. See you in the next video, ARMY. Stay strong, stay kind. As V's words echoed across the internet, something remarkable happened. ARMY didn't just react, they organized. From fan art galleries dedicated to #WeLoveYouV to charity live streams supporting mental health organizations, fans turned concern into meaningful action. It's proof that when an idol speaks up, their words can ripple far beyond music. Psychologists and wellness advocates weighed in, praising Taehyung's honesty. On international news outlets, experts highlighted how public figures opening up can reduce stigma around anxiety and burnout. Suddenly, conversations about mental health weren't confined to private chats. They were trending topics globally. I was filming a reaction video when the confession dropped. One fan said in an online interview, I paused mid-recording, tears welled up, and then I decided to seek help for my own struggles. It's astonishing to think a few simple words, I almost left music, could inspire real change. But in V's case, vulnerability became a catalyst for healing, both for himself and for millions of fans. Meanwhile, Big Hit Music acknowledged the impact of the confession, announcing expanded counseling services and peer support groups for all their artists. Industry insiders say this may set a new standard, not just supporting idols physically, but nurturing their emotional and mental well-being. Let's take a moment. Imagine you're in Taehyung's shoes, sold-out stadiums, adoring crowds, yet a sense of emptiness grows inside you. Would you reach out or keep quiet? V chose the harder path, speaking up, and that choice took courage. Behind every tweet, comment, and TikTok duet lies a human being who heard V's story and thought, "Me too." In one viral video, a fan calmly describes her panic attack triggered by work stress, and thanks V for giving her permission to say, "I'm not okay." Without hesitation, thousands responded with love and resources. This isn't just fandom, a mental health activist commented. It's a movement, and movements begin with a spark, and in this case, V's spark was simply telling the truth. Of course, the journey isn't over. V continues his own path of recovery, regular check-ins with therapists, mindfulness practices, and spending quiet time in nature. His shared glimpses on social media, early morning walks, sketches of everyday scenes, moments of stillness away from the spotlight. Healing isn't linear. V once wrote in an Instagram caption, "Some days are cloudy, some days are bright, but I keep walking." That ongoing honesty reminds us all, well-being requires daily attention. It's not a one-time confession, but a lifelong commitment. As we await the full release of Layover, remember this: each lyric we'll hear is born from real struggle. Every melody carries the weight of late-night doubts turned into hope. And when you listen, you're not just hearing music, you're witnessing resilience. So, AMY, are you ready to embrace your own journey? Share your daily practices, your small victories, and your honest moments in the comments. Inspire each other to seek balance, to speak up, and to keep moving forward. If this video moved you, let's keep the momentum going. Like to show your support, share to spread awareness, and subscribe for more stories that matter. Don't forget to hit that bell. You never know when the next moment of truth will light up our hearts. We've seen how one confession can spark a global wave of empathy. Now, let's carry that torch together. Until next time, AIMY, stay courageous, stay compassionate.